So that was me about a month ago, totally losing my shit. And what I've learned about losing your shit is that it's not about the one thing that happened before, it's about everything that happened before. It's the micromanaging, it's the misled expectations during the interview that there's plenty of opportunity for growth. It's the mundane work tasks that are no longer fulfilling or challenging. It's the totally pointless meetings. I unfortunately don't have any updates for you today. However, I, as the manager, am just going to kind of ramble a bit, just to kind of give off the impression that we're being productive and collaborating as a team, but I'm not actually adding anything new to the conversation. It's the small salaries that make you low income, a bullet hole to your mental health, which the company puts a band-aid over by having a mental health awareness week, which includes daily 15-minute meditations. It's the performance reviews, where you were told you went above and beyond and then offered an annual pay increase that was less than inflation. It's having bandwidth so tight that you feel guilty for taking time off because of the burden it places on all of your coworkers. And then that brought us to the last thing that happened.
So Josh, unfortunately, today's gonna be your last day.
And just like that, my entire life was turned upside down. I mean, I didn't have a chance to say goodbye to my coworkers or even my clients. I was really furious. And it wasn't long before anger turned into depression. Over the next week, I barely left my couch. I mean, it was hard to do anything, even the most simple tasks. But sooner or later, you just gotta pick yourself back up. And sometimes that's because you finally feel ready. Other times, it's because that's the only option you have. But when I finally did get back up, I felt really lost. I mean, what am I gonna do now? Am I really gonna go out there and find another job? I mean, it's not like I was so happy before. I mean, when I was working, my life kind of looked like this. I'd wake up at 7, walk the dog, eat breakfast and have caffeine, start work at 9 a.m., take a lunch break at 12, back to work at 1, stop working at 6, walk my dog, eat dinner, clean, work out, shower, watch TV for a bit, then go to sleep. And then just like Groundhog Day, I get to do it all over again. But that's okay because, at least I have the weekends where I can relax and just really enjoy myself, right? Wrong. Wake up, walk the dog, eat breakfast, work out, shower, eat some more, run some errands, do laundry, clean the apartment, talk to customer service or some other miscellaneous adulting, eat dinner, clean some more, walk the dog, search for better jobs, watch a bit of TV, and then go to sleep. And if I'm lucky enough to finally have some quality free time, I'm so tired from everything that I've been doing that I don't feel I have the energy to do anything. I mean, is this really it? Is this why I'm here? Is this what life is all about? I mean, when do we get to the good part? I've done a lot of soul searching, and I decided I really don't want to get another 9 to 5. I hated the office politics, and I could really care less about getting promoted to a fancy job title and continuing to work my way up the corporate ladder, having a corner office, and I certainly didn't like spending 2 hours a day in my car. So if all of this is what I don't want, then what do I want? I think in order to answer that question, I need to ask another question, which is, what does it mean to be wealthy? Now, the answer might look different for you depending on your values or your current situation. Some people see wealth as wearing fancy clothes, driving a fancy car, living in a nice home, and having expensive dinners. But for me, it looks something kind of like this. If I spend $100, I can make more money to replace the money that I just lost. But I'm only on this planet for a certain number of days. So, if I use up a day of my life doing something, that's it. That day is now gone and I will never get it back. And so while money can be really important, sometimes it feels like time can be even more important. And in the case of my job, I didn't really have a lot of time and I definitely wasn't making a lot of money. So in a way, it kind of made me feel broke. I really think that the ultimate form of wealth has less to do with how much money you have and more to do with how much freedom you have. The freedom to spend lots of quality time with the people who are most important to you. The freedom to work on projects that bring you the most joy. The freedom to work when and where you want. The freedom to take time off whenever you want it. To me, the ultimate form of wealth is having complete control over your own life. To live it on your own terms. And part of what has made this so difficult is that I didn't even get to leave on my own terms. Okay, so circling back to my question from earlier, what do I want? It's sometimes tough to see in the moment, but when we lose something, it means we're gaining something too. Now that I've lost my job, I've actually gained something that I haven't had in a really long time, which is time. I've spent my entire career either making my own content or helping other content creators with theirs. When I was in college, I would make these terrible videos on another YouTube channel.
So, why are you two here?
Well, honestly, our relationship is just not the same.
I was told there would be beer.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your relationship?
Let's say
8.
4.
And even though I was bad at it and I never really made any money, I had a lot of fun doing it. I was really happy. I eventually got better at making content and being on camera, and then I moved on to hosting a weekly live talk show.
I gotta be honest, I think this is the funniest submission we've had on the show.
What do you hold this, Jack?
Hello, the water set. What are Brett's for? This is a weird way to start the story. It says, call you daddy, exclamation point, question mark. Oh my god. I don't really know where they're going with that, but let's find out. First of all, I just want to say that escalated really quickly.
And looking back, it was this time period where I felt the most alive. I was being creative, taking risks, meeting new people. I'm here with French Montana. What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thanks for having me.
But most importantly, I was having fun, and all of this gave my life purpose. And of course, there might be different challenges that come with being self-employed that I didn't have when I was working for someone else. I mean, you can only be good at so many things. There might be certain areas that I struggle with. My income could be inconsistent. There could be certain expenses that I might need to cover out of pocket. There could also be some really late nights. But you know what? I would rather deal with those challenges than deal with all the challenges that come with having a steady paycheck. So that's why I'm here. That's why I created this channel. This is about me landing back on my feet, taking chances, and I think learning how to be a happier person. And if any of you watching this video have gone through a layoff in the past or you're going through it right now, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story as well. But the truth is, I'm really scared. Actually, no, I take that back. I am terrified. I mean, I don't really know if this channel is going to take off. I mean, maybe it will totally flop and I'll have to, cave in and get another job. While the unknown can be scary, it can also be exciting too. And when I think back to some of my favorite movies and TV shows, it was the plot twists and the unexpected endings that made them so great. So while there may be a lot that I don't know, there is one thing that I do know for sure. And that's that a 9-to-5 really isn't any safer. I mean, you can lose everything at a moment's notice. And now that I've already lost my job, what do I have to lose?